Bhagavan takes the ahankara from us, like the Jodhana. He took everything from him, this ahankara, this ego. Bhagavan, he gives just a little bit of this prarabdha karma. So he makes the devotee humble, because when we are humble, we have this. So when we are humble, we are going to pray to Lord. Oh Prabhu, please be merciful with me. So that's what Bhagavan does. That's what he does. You have to understand that all your prarabdha and prarabdha karma are already destroyed. On the same day that you took Harinama from Guru, because the holy names are so much powerful. On that moment, that same moment that you took Harinama from Guru, all your prarabdha and prarabdha karma are destroyed. But in order to increase your utsaha, your greed, and also to make you humble, God leaves just a little bit of this prarabdha karma. And also because if you don't have this body, how possible if you don't have body? How would you do bhajana and sadhana? So the acharyas say, Ajamil, why Ajamil did not give up the bad things? When I speak about this Ajamil Katha, this Bhagavad Katha, Ajamil, why he didn't give up all the bad karma? You know, there's snakes. Some snakes they have poison. Some people take the snakes and they take out that poison. They take I think the word is fangs from the snakes, because the nature of the snake is to attack. So it's going to attack for sure. But if the snake don't have that poison anymore, even if the snake attacks, the poison is not there. In the same way, we are in this. Sorry, I lost it. I lost it. So God tells Arjuna, please, you make this promise, because if I do the promise, I will not be able to maintain my promise. But you are my devotee, and if you make this promise, this will never be destroyed. So I will always be ready to follow your promise, because my devotee will never fall down. My devotee will never fall down. So you must do this, make this promise. That's what Krishna was telling Arjuna. So if the devotee is doing something wrong, and he's doing Bhagavad Bhajana, he's doing something wrong, but if he has Nishta with me, I make this person my own. I take this person like my own. If the person is Ananya, one-pointed, and this person does not worship any other demigod or demigoddess, this word Ananya, which means one-pointed, this person worships only Krishna. Because if you want to cross a river with one foot in one boat and the other foot in another boat, could you cross the river? No, because each boat will go to different way, so you're going to drown in the river. So this word Ananya means that if the person is, many shlokas in Gita, God says about this, Ekamefa, which means only me, only for me, only me. If you study Gita, you see there are many shlokas. God says that only for me. So if you are an Anya, if you are one-pointed, Bhagavan says, I'm going to purify that person. For example, the mother, when the son is passing stool or passing water, still the mother takes the son in her lap. So I'm going to purify, I'm going to clean this devotee, I'm going to take him back to on my lap. So that's why Vishwanath Chakravarti, he says, if a devotee is a Nanya, if he is one-pointed externally, it seems that he's doing something bad, but you should not criticize. So here it is said, simply don't associate with that person, because if you associate with that person, you see her fault. So if you see another person's fault, you'll be absorbed in this. You understand? You'll be absorbed in that. For example, a stool, like some stool, it's old stool, like 5-10 years stool. It's like pointing to the other fresh stool. It's a fresh stool, and it is saying to the fresh stool, you are very smelly. But the old stool, they cannot see that it's also smelly. So we should not see other people's fault. Don't criticize other person. If you see the other person has some flaw, some fault, don't, because you have to purify yourself first. You should not see other people's fault, but your own fault, and you should try to purify yourself. So this Harikatha, Vajamila was talking, Vishwanath Chakravarti, but why Jamil did not give up his faults? Same way as the snake, because if you take away that poison from the snake, still, according to the previous nature of the snake, it's going to attack. So in the same way, according to the nature of the previous lives, the jivas are still doing those things. But Bhagavan, if the person is one-pointed to him, what Bhagavan does? Very quickly, he purifies that person and bring that person to his lap. That's the feeling, conception that we must have. So it's possible that sometimes in our lives, these things come like something bad happens in your life, and you think, oh, but I'm doing Bhagavad Bhajan, why this is happening to me? In the life of many people, some bad things happen sometimes. Actually, this prarabdha karma is already destroyed, but Bhagavan wants to make this person, to give this person greed. So this person is have more greed and is more humble. Like, oh, in my life I've never done bhajan, because if I don't know the verb, if I've done bhajan, this would not happen to me. If you increase the utsaha, this will increase the utsaha, the greed of the person. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, in this Kirtan in Bengali, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, it's because of my previous actions, sinful actions, that I'm suffering like this. Because when sadhaka is doing bhajan, in order to make the sadhaka humble and also to increase this utkanta, eagerness in his heart, God says in Srimad Bhagavatam, so I give just a little bit of this prarabdha karma in this life. So I destroy Prarabdha karma and take this person to my abode. You don't have to born again. You don't even have to born again. This is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam very clearly. Bhagavan says in Srimad Bhagavatam, all the attachments of that person, I take away all those attachments, and I purify that person, and I bring them to my Nityadam, and I put this person in my seva, in my eternal service, because, as I said before, attachment is the cause of the prison, material prison. Because when we are attached to something, this makes us like, imprisoned here. Anything you have a Shakti when you are in this body. God, what He does to this one-pointed devotee, what God does, He finishes, He take away all these attachments, and after that He delivers this person, and in the same life, after the person gives up the body, He takes this person to His eternal abode. And then the person is going to will serve God in the transcendental abode. So the question is, because in Madhura Kadamini, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti says, why the Panditas, they suffered so much in their life. That sorrow that came in the lives of the Pandavas, that does not happen to anyone else. What kind of suffering? You can see. Bhima, to kill Bhima, Duryodhana and Dushana, they try to put poison him. They put poison in the kheer. They were so small child, 5-6 years old, and Duryodhana and Dushasana, they thought, let's put some poison in the sweet rice. For example, if you have a poisonous tree and you touch that tree, maybe you can be hurt by that. So they were thinking, what is best to destroy the beginning of the tree. Instead of waiting the tree to grow up, let's cut it from the beginning. And because Bhima, he was very fat, he has a gigantic, big body. And because he was very heavy, he couldn't climb the mango tree, otherwise the tree would just break down. So Duryodhana and Dushasana told him, they said, go to the tree, take the mangoes, and we both can eat the mangoes. Dushasana took the mangoes, ripened mangoes,
आम के पेड़ पर ऐसे करके पूरा आम के पेड़ ऐसे हिलने लगे। दुर्योधन दुशासन का विचार कर ले, अरे भीम ऐसे को तो आम गिर जाएंगे।
So Bhima was down, was under, how to say? Was down on the tree, and he started to shake the tree, and they were all climbing. It was Bhima that put them both on the tree. So they could all, Bhima put them on the tree, help them to climb the tree. So they could eat the mangoes. But what they actually just throw the seeds. They were on the tree and they were throwing the seeds on Bhima. So Bhima just started to shake the tree, and they were like, oh, we're going to fall. Okay, after this, what happened? They tried to put poison in to Bhima. they had two pots of sweet rice, one with poison, the other without poison. So they gave this with poison to Bhima, and Bhima took it, and his head started to round shake. And after that, he lay down he lay down, and they didn't know if he was going to die or not. So what they did, they throw they took his body because they were not sure if he was going to die of the poison or not. So Duryodhana and Dushasana, they binded the legs and the hands of Bhima, and they throw Bhima in the river. And then, according to God's desire, what happened? Bhima went to Nagaloka. This is explained in Mahabharata. And the serpents, the snakes, they saw how possible these human beings here. So, what they did, the snakes, they attacked, they bite Bhima. So, one poison was against another poison. So the serpents were thinking, we are already attacked him, how possible he's already alive? So they took him to Vasuki, which is the king of the snakes. So when Vasuki saw this human being, he was very happy. He was like, oh, this must be a demigod, otherwise how possible he would be here in our planet? But the serpents, cobras were saying, but we beat him, and he did not die. So this Nagaraj said, he took Bhima, he took him back, like to the surface. And there was a big assembly with Dhritarashtra and all, and Bhima came back, and Duryodhana and the Shasana, they saw, oh, look, he's here. And then he told everything that happened, and they said, Duryodhana and the Shasana told him, look, this is a family problem, something that we must keep in the house, because if you have a problem in your family, you're not going to tell everybody. So it is explained in Mahabharata that Duryodhana and Dushasana, from the very beginning, they tried to kill Bhima. And third, they made wax, a house made of wax, and after that they put fire on that, trying to kill him also. And also when they are playing this game, they stole everything with duplicity. They stole everything that he had in this game. It's not chess, but it's just a game. And after they tried to take the cloths from Draupadi. So, how many problems happened in Pandavas, with the Pandavas? If you study Mahabharata, you see in this, they are not ordinary people actually. Who is Draupadi? She's Lakshmi Devi directly. She's an expansion himself, Lakshmi Devi. But if you study Mahabharata, you see that the son, she came directly from the fire sacrifice. Can you do that? Draupadi manifested directly from the Agni Kundra, the sacrifice. She's Lakshmi, so you should not doubt this. But Draupadi suffered so much in her life, wandering in the forest. So tell me, this is their prarabdha karma, is it? Because Pandavas, they are suffering because of this prarabdha karma or not? So in Badura Kadambini, Vishwanath Chakravarti Pada raises this question, because in this world, the suffering or the happiness that we have, it's according to our prarabdha karma and aprarabdha karma. I told you yesterday about this rich man that he used to give money to other people, and he asked, you're going to pay in this life or in the next life.
कैसे देना पड़ेगा? गाय व भैंस को
People that they didn't want to pay, they would say, I want to pay you in the next life, but anyhow you have to pay. They,
कोई खंडन नहीं कर सकता। किंतु द्रौपदी आदि
every action that there's a reaction, opposite reaction, you know. They would have to pay like as a buffalo, you know, with a buffalo working in his farm in the next life.
आलोचना करते हैं।
If we observe, if we see their lives, Pandava's lives, we see how much suffering they had. But they actually never gave up Govinda in their lives.
यद्यपि ये लोग नित्य परिकर है, तथापि एक
They are
साधक
Nitya
के भाव में
Parikaras, they are eternal associates, but still they are as sadhakas to give us teachings in this world. Because if anything happens, you just give up Gurudeva. Otherwise, you just start to criticize your Guru.
अपराध होता है।
Why?
गुरु निंदा
All kinds of aparada
निंदा करने वाली को
in
उसकी
this
कोई
world.
चीज़ नहीं
In this world,
है। विकल्प कोई पंथा नहीं है।
you should not criticize Guru.
नो एनी अल्टरनेटिव कोई अल्टरनेटिव ऑप्शन नहीं।
There are any other alternative for someone like
इसलिए
that.
कहते हैं
This person will have to go to hell if you criticize Guru. So we should never criticize Guru. Therefore, I always
बढ़िया बंदो
chant, always sing this kirtan, Ashraya Kuriya Bandhu. Should never criticize Guru.
भगवान स्वयं भी लिखते हैं।
Bhagavan himself wrote, it is written in the Shastra. What?
हरो रुष्टे गुरु। यदि भगवान तुम्हारे ऊपर कभी क्रोधित हो जाए,
If Bhagavan is angry with you, if you did something bad and Bhagavan is angry with you, who will protect you? Guru.
गुरु यदि तुम्हारे ऊपर
Guru will.
प्रसन्न हो जाए,
But if Guru is not satisfied with
भगवान
you,
कहते हैं मैं भी
Bhagavan says,
इसलिए
not even me can can protect you.
श्रद्धा
So you should have much more Shraddha for Guru than for Bhagavan. Do you
जीवन की
understand?
कथा हम सुनते हैं, पांडवों की कथा श्रवण करते हैं। देखो
Draupadi, we
जीवन
can
में
see
जब
in
जब
her
विपत्ति आ
life
जाए, गोविंद
all
के स्मरण
the sorrow and problems in their lives. Pandavas, they always remembered Govinda. And they were also one-pointed.
जो घटना किया है, प्रारब्ध कर्म के फलस्वरूप
So what happened in their lives? It was fruit of Prarabdha karma? No. Actually, Bhagavan, through his parikaras, his associates, is giving this shiksha, this teaching to the souls of this world. What kind of teachings?
में कोई भी
What teachings giving? Because in our lives, sometimes these things happen. So we must be ready for these kinds of sorrow in our lives. We must have firm faith in God. This is all shown.
यहाँ पर द्रौपदी मैंने कहा एक श्लोक सुना, अर्जुन कोई सामान्य व्यक्ति नहीं है, वो भी स्वयं भगवान के अंश भी कहा जाता है, नारायण के अंश भी कहा
Arjuna
जाता
also is not ordinary. He's also
है।
an
एक तो
Amsha
सखात्म
expansion
की
of
है ये,
Narayana.
तथापि क्योंकि
Okay, he's in the form of a friend, but some Shastra says that Arjuna is not ordinary.
भीम जिसके हाथ में गदा है, थोड़ा सा गदा हिला
Bhima
देता
has the gada in his hands.
है, तो मैंने कहा था ना,
I told before.
भीम बड़े-बड़े हिमालय के भांति हाथियों के लेकर के क्या करता था?
Actually, he was juggling with elephants. The elephants of the size of the
बोले
Himalayas.
कुरुक्षेत्र के युद्ध में कोई हाथी उसके
In the
पास में आ
Kurukshetra
जाते थे,
war
बोले भीम
battle,
थोड़ा
if
हाथ
you
को
would
ऐसे कर देते
go
थे,
like near Bhima just touched with a hand, and the wind from coming from his hand would make the elephants fly away to the space, sidereal space. And these elephants are until these days, they are still there, like wandering in the orbit, of the space.
नहीं है, हाथ को ऐसे करो, हवा
Like when you take a cotton, if you put the hand like that, you touch the cotton with your hand, this cotton is going to fly away, So in the same way, Bhima, it's possible he does this with the elephants. So he has this gada.
दुशासन अपने आप क्या हो जाएगा?
Duryodhana is nothing near him, Dushasana. If he could crush them, with his gada.
भीम इतने बलशाली,
So Bhima was very powerful. So look, you see how humble he was.
द्रौपदी के जब वस्त्रहरण करने लगे
Because when
दुशासन
they tried to
गदा लेके बोले
take the cloths of Draupadi, Bhima took the gada to crush them all. But Yudhishthira Maharaj pacified him, tried to pacify him and said, "Oh, this is the desire of God." In this way, you have to understand that in the same way that the Pandavas they are not suffering because of prarabdha karma. In the same way, if some devotee take Harinama from Guru, holy names, Diksha, this person does not have this prarabdha karma anymore. Our Vishwanatha Chakravarti Pada explains that he gives this conclusion. Because you need to have faith on this. And Bhagavan, you have this faith in God, so He gives just a little bit of this prarabdha karma, so you'll be humble and you also have this greed, this eagerness to attain God. Utkanta. Because if you don't tolerate the suffering and sorrow in our life, we have to tolerate the sorrow and the happiness in our lives that comes in our lives. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Sapach, even a Chandal, because Srimad Bhagavatam explains about the glories of holy names. So even the person that eats dog's meat, this person is so low. It's a low person. Still, that person, one time, just once, chants the holy names, all the sinful activities of this person are destroyed, and she will be more higher. She will be higher than the Samavedi Brahma. Samavedi Brahma is the highest of all. He knows all the Vedas. Samavedi Brahma. So one time, just once you chant the holy names of the prarabdha and aprarabdha karma are destroyed. And you'll be even higher than a brahmana. So we should never dishonor the holy names. And if you have sukha dukkha, still you should never dishonor the holy names. You should have this utsaha. Maybe this is the lila of God. In the same life, what God will do, He will take you in the appropriate moment. He will take you. So Vishwanath Chakravarti gives the conclusion. On the same way that the snake, when it gives up the skin, change the skin, very quiet, like tranquil. In a very calm way, just the snake just changed the skin. So the devotee also, it's like that. God takes the devotee away from the skin, like it was a cobra skin, and takes this devotee to his abode. In the same way, we should never dishonor the holy names and Guru. No, holy names and Bhagavan. Yeah, Guru. Guru. So.
यदि कहो जो भजन तो नहीं कर मैंने किया बा वो भी भजन के यदि तुम्हारे ऐसे विचार है आना तो नहीं चाहिए यदि भी ऐसे भी कहो बोले ठीक है हो सकता है तुमने उनको सेवा दिया तो उनको सेवा करना पड़ेगा ये भी तो हो सकता है मेरे बात समझ में आ रहा है
No, can you say again?
क्या बोल रहे हैं पिछले जन्म में सेवा करवाई है तो इस जन्म में वो सेवा ये तो भी विचार करना पड़ेगा यदि कहो नहीं वो तो भजन नहीं करता है नहीं करती है
No translation, wait.
हम भी नहीं करते वो भी नहीं करते यदि ऐसे तुम्हारे मन में भी विचार आ जाए तो ये विचार को भी कहते हैं यदि ये विचार तुम्हारे आ जाए तो इतना ही तो सोल्यूशन तुम्हें होना चाहिए। हो सकता है तुमने पिछले जन्म में उससे सेवा लिया, इससे सेवा देना पड़ेगा, देना ही पड़ेगा तुम्हें। ऐसा तो लिया भैंसा होकर में गाय होकर के तुमको उसको क्या करना पड़ेगा, दूध देना ही पड़ेगा। काल सुना ना कथा, काल सुना था, परसों सुना, काल सुना देना ही पड़ेगा तुम्हें, कहाँ जाओगे।
For example, if you take money from a person, you have to pay back this money on the next life. But this is applied only to mundane people. This is not like that with devotees. Devotees should not have this conception. You should not think that if you are serving someone is because previous life this person served you and now you are serving this person. This kind of thought, this thought is only for mundane people. Because devotees, what do you have to understand? What happens with devotees? You should think this person is higher than me. Maybe this person is a superior Vaishnava than me, and God is giving me this mercy. I cannot identify. Maybe this person in previous life he was a great Vaishnava, but he did some aparada, and now maybe he's suffering from some kind of disease, and I'm able to serve this person somehow through service, and through this service my aparada will be destroyed. This is the best vichara conception that you can have. You should have this conception. You should think like that. If the person is lying on the bed chanting holy names and you serve this person, the best conception is that you think previous life this person was a higher Vaishnava, higher than me, so higher Vaishnava, and for some reason I made an offense. And now he is giving me this mercy. And now my offense, my aparada is going to be destroyed. This is the Uttama Vichara, the highest conception. So Guru and Vaishnavas, when they are sick, they have this sickness for two reasons, which Vishwanath Chakravarti explains. Two reasons for them. Because sometimes the disciple commits offenses in Guru's feet. Oh, this is a Guru, this is a Vaishnava, is it true? This is aparada, is offense. Because Bhagavan and devotees have a qualification, they are so much merciful. So, because we cannot identify them, we don't know who they really are. We cannot identify. So, externally, they show that they are. Oh, acabou aí, parou. Externally, they are showing they are sick. Okay, you dishonor that person, but if you now serve this person, your offenses will be destroyed. There is not a highest vichar of this one of Vishwanath Chakravarti. Uttam vichar. Uttama vichara. Conception. Highest conception. When a what is happening? The devotee, when he's a high devotee, and he's showing, there are two reasons for him to be sick. First is to deceive the demons, and the other reason is to increase the prema of the devotees. This is the Uttam Vichara. There is not higher conception, highest conception. So one thing is this pastime of deceiving the demons. For example, if a Vaishnava has lepra or cancer or something like that, there are two kinds of people that will see this. The demons, people that have this demon nature, and then they will think, oh, this is not a sadhu. this is not a sadhu. So they will go away from the sadhu, Oh, look, he's suffering so much. He's suffering from cancer or lepra.
उससे वो क्या
This is
होता
the
है, उससे
result
वो
of what he done. So these demon people, they will go away from the devotees, will go far away from the devotees. So because through this lila, this pastime, the demons are deceived.
उनके प्रति क्या कर देते हैं,
So this sangha of the bhakta are taken away from the demons, the sangha
वो देखो
association.
वो अपने जन करके
And the
मान
devotees, they receive this mercy. How?
जैसे माँ जैसे बालक की पुत्र से पुत्र करना चाहिए,
Because they start to serve the devotee.
सजन मान कर, सजन समझो, अत्यंत प्रियजन मान करके जिस सेवा
They serve that sadhu. Like the mother serves her dearmost child, because she understands that this child is her own child. So in the same way, you see that the Vaishnava is suffering.
जैसे माँ अपने बच्चे
You see that Vaishnava is your own. So you have so much possessiveness and you serve him, and your love for him will increase.
अपने तरफ लेते
On this way,
दुर्जन के क्या
the
करते हैं,
sadhanas, the devotees, good people, they are going to be more attracted to the sadhu, because they want to serve that sadhu with love and affection. But the durjana, the bad people, are going to be, afastado, like put away, go away from him.
रिजेक्ट उसे करना पड़ता है, जैसे माधवेंद्र पुरीपाद,
For example, Madhavendra Puripada had two disciples. You have to study, because you didn't listen what I said.
माधवेंद्र की एक है ईश्वर
Madhavendra Puripada.
और दूसरी है
Vishwara Puripada, one disciple of him,
रामचंद्र
and the other one, Ramachandra Puri.
वृद्ध
So Madhavendra Puripada, when he was old, he was passing stool and passing water.
करीब 100 साल तक हो गया था माधवेंद्र पुरीपाद की जीवन
He was so old, so old.
में। राधा जी के भाव में विवाहित थे,
He was absorbed in the bhava or Radhaji,
कोई दीन और दयाद होना तो इसी श्लोक के उच्चारण करते
chanting this shloka, absorbed in
श्लोक भी
bhava.
कभी कभी ठीक से बोल नहीं पाते थे।
Sometimes he could not even speak a shloka properly, and Ishvara Puripada was serving him, like cleaning the stool and everything.
ईश्वर पुरीपाद
And Ishvara
अपने गुरु माधवेंद्र
Puripada,
पुरीपाद की क्या करने लगे,
what did he did with his guru, Madhavendra Puripada? He served his guru. Sometimes also he forgot about the shloka,
स्मरण दिलाते थे।
and Ishvara Puripada would remind his guru of the verse of the shloka. And Madhavendra Puripada was in so much bliss.
ईश्वर पुरीपाद
This is one kind of Guru Seva.
में ऐसे लगा
And Ishvara Puripada, with his life, in his own life,
और
he served his Guru. He gave his life to his Guru. The other disciple, Ramachandra Puri, he would just wander here and there, abandon Guru, walking here and there. And one day he came
कहने लगे,
to his Guru.
उस समय वो रो रहे थे,
Guru was crying
कृष्ण के लिए रो रहे थे।
for Krishna.
तो कहने लगे, रामचंद्रपुरी कहने लगे, आप तो ब्रह्म हो,
Ramachandra Puri, he asked
पुकार के
his Guru, are you? No, he said, you are Brahma.
कहने के
Why are you
तात्पर्य,
crying
आप
for
यदि मुक्त
Brahma?
पुरुष हो,
So you're not a liberated soul should not cry. That's what Ramachandra Puri was trying to say.
रामचंद्रपुरी ये कहने लगे,
Ramachandra Puri was saying this, Gurudeva, you are Mukta Purusha, why are you crying?
गुरु के उपदेश
Mukta Purusha should not cry. So, because this is Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga disciples, they want to give instructions to Guru. Guru?
गुरुदेव आपका ये दोष है।
Disciple is giving instruction to Guru. The disciples say, Gurudeva, you're doing this wrong, the wrong way.
ये चैतन्य भागवत,
Chaitanya Bhagavata, Chaitanya Charitamrita says, you have to, they say, you have to study this.
रामचंद्र कहने लगे, गुरुदेव आप
You have to
तो ब्रह्म हो,
study.
मुक्त पुरुष हो,
So Ramachandra Puri told
आप क्यों
Gurudeva,
रो
you
रहे
are
हो? मुक्त पुरुष के रोना नहीं
a
चाहिए।
Mukta Purusha. Brahma here means Mukta Purusha. No, Mukta Purusha should not cry. Gurudeva, why are you crying?
ब्रह्म हो। बस उस समय माधवेंद्र पुरीपाद क्या कहते
On this same time, what happened
हमारे
again?
मुख देखिए अमार हवे न
Madhavendra Puripada,
जाओ ऐसे दूर
he said,
भगा दीजिए।
if I look to your face, I'm going to hell. So get out of here.
संतान
Get away
को
from
दंड
here.
दे करके उसको भी सुधारना पड़ता है।
because sometimes
समझते नहीं
Guru, when chastise someone, also this chastisement is to purify that person, because just
उद्दंड के तुम गला में लगाओ वो तो बंदर के गला में क्या होता है हैं? उद्दंड के दंड देना पड़ता है नहीं दंड दे तो सीखेगा नहीं हैं? फिर तुम्हारे उसमें स्पष्ट लिखा है हम नहीं करें चेतन चंद्र तुम्हारे मुख देखिए हमार हमें न रखे
imagine if Madhavena Puripada would just embrace him or hug him, this would not purify him. So that's why he just said, get away from here, to purify him. So Madhavena Puripada abandoned him.
कहाँ मैं
I don't need a disciple like that.
राहल के भाव में
I was absorbed in bhava, atura viraha, this bhava of Radhaji, separation, mood, absorbed, crying. And you are saying this?
भाग जाइए
You are fool. You're fool. Get away from here.
शासन करना पड़ता है ये नहीं है जो बात
This is needs. This chastisement is necessary.
है जो बंदर पेशाब करेगी नहीं करेगा वो सोचते हैं हम जो कर रहे हो ठीक ही कर रहे हैं दिव्य मानव को हो जाता है लक्ष्मण की अवतार रामचंद्र की लीला में लक्ष्मण और दिव्य मानव दोनों रामचंद्र के सेवक थे
Tipirbana and Lakshmana were servants of Ramachandra.
रामायण की पढ़ो रामायण की कथा नहीं सुना
You study also Ramayana. Gurudeva used to speak this Ramachandra Katha.
कोई कम नहीं था
They both serve Lord Ramachandra. Like this Dibirbana, he was not inferior to Lakshmana. But what this person did? He used to serve Rama, but actually he was
रामचंद्र ने दिव्य मानव
he had hate. He was hate,
मेरा सेवक है
of Lakshmana.
निंदा मत करो ये तो सुनी ही नहीं है? जो सेवा करते हैं
But Lord Rama said, he's my brother. We should respect the servant, whatever the person is. If the person is serving Guru, you are dear of Guru, so you should not criticize this anyone that is serving Guru.
और दूसरी मेरा
So Ramachandra tried to make this Liberman understand. First, Lakshman is my brother, and second, he's my sevaka. Is it possible someone serves like Lakshman?
इसलिए भगवान रामचंद्र
But the Birmana didn't want to listen. And after that,
देखा लक्ष्मण
when Lakshman went back to the transcendental world, Lakshmana or the Lord Ramachandra went back to the transcendental world, he took everyone except this monkey, this Dibirbana.
तब तक दिव्य मानव भी रहे
But
क्योंकि उसके स्वभाव की
this Dibirbana stayed in this material world.
बोलते प्रभु विचार करें
And then Lakshman came.
भगवान रामचंद्र उद्धार किया इस
When
लीला में उनको मैं
Lakshman then came as Balarama.
राम प्रभु ने
And this Dibirbana was still here in material world.
भेजा और मुसुल के दर
And then he was thinking, my brother Ramachandra could not deliver this Dibirbana, so he took his plow and he crushed this Dibirbana with his plow
रामचंद्र उद्धार नहीं किया किसने
to deliver him.
लक्ष्मण बलराम के रूप में
Because Ramachandra did not deliver him, but Lakshman came, and after, in the form of Baladev Prabhu, he delivered this Dibirbana.
नाना हो जाए
We should not criticize Guru, never criticize Guru and Vaishnava. Now we have to go. You must have a lot of enthusiasm in your bhajana and be very humble also. I'm not serving. You should respect the person that is serving. You should respect this person.
लोग सेवा करे कोई मृदंग बजा रहे कोई कीर्तन कर रहे हैं ये हमारे
Some people do kirtan, mridanga seva. This is Guru seva or not? We should respect that person or not?
जैसे गुरुदेव
Ki jai.
देखो ये कितना परिश्रम किया है
Also, this Damodara Prabhu, how much he worked here preaching. Now he's a Mahanta or not?
दामोदर प्रभु नहीं होते हम यहाँ पर कहाँ आ पाते आज तक है कम से कम
Here, the place we are now.
इसके प्रति हमारे आदर करना चाहिए सम्मान
We should respect him. We should honor him.
मामा जी मामी
Also, his mother, Mamaji, no, not mother, sorry, auntie and uncle, they did so much here. I have to chastise it in order to increase the seva.
अरे हम लोग गुरुदेव की सेवा में कितने
But if Guru not yet, not criticize you. Is not the word. Sorry.
पढ़ा वो तो आप लोग जानते ही नहीं
If
हैं?
punish.
ये देखा ना उनके माने
If Guru punishes you when you go away, it should not be like that. You don't imagine how much Shanarana Maharaj punished us. Nrsimha Swarupa.
गुरु कृष्ण भगवान की सेवा करें
Shanarana Maharaj is a form of Devi.
हाँ everybody bring your
Narayana Maharaj was the form of Nrsimha Swarupa.
They take breakfast. After breakfast, we go to some Nagar Brahman, Parikrama. Then Harikatha, Kirtan Harikatha. Then again Prasad. Then tomorrow, we go to Vrindavan.
Vrindavan. Jai. Haribo.